Greetings and a Merry Christmas to everybody. This is Lawrence of the We Are Gamers crew, coming in to give you a quick holiday message as we start to close out this year of 2013 and head into the year 2014. So first off, I wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season, and a Happy New Year to all of you out there who are listening to this video right now, watching this on YouTube, all of you who contributed to our streams and watched our streams on Twitch, all of you who liked us on Facebook, followed us on Twitter, followed us on Tumblr, subscribed to our YouTube channel, all of you who help keep us going, keep spreading the word, and keep watching our Tumblr page, reading our articles. Wanted to thank you all personally and give you a message on behalf of the entire We Are Gamers crew to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday Season. Wish you all the best as we close out the year 2013, and wish all of your holiday wishes came true and that your Christmas went as well as you had intended, as well as you got the presents that you wanted. Hope that goes well for you. I just wanted to also take the time to give a special Christmas shout out to all of our guests that we've had on the podcast over this year. That would be, well, to give a little bit of a segue, we've been doing the podcast for a little over a year now. It's weird to think that it's already been a little over a year that we've been doing the podcast. But with that noted, I decided that this would be the perfect time to give a shout out to all of the guests we've had on the podcast thus far. So that would be Cal Hebert, give a shout out to Cal Hebert, to Neil Kaplan, to Aaron Fitzgerald, to KG Tang, to Danielle McRae, and of course to Inspector Chin. Where applicable, all of their Twitters, their Facebooks, their personal links to their websites, they will all be in the description, so you can go visit these amazing people who have joined us for our podcast episodes in the past. We've had a blast talking with all of them. We've had a blast sharing, some of our thoughts, geeking out with them, sharing some of our opinions with the gaming world in terms of, with Inspector Chin, obviously as the community manager for Tecmo Koei, and in regards to the voice acting world with the other guests, and also the Gamers Play Dragon's Crown video series that Justin managed to get into with Aaron, with KG Tang and Laura Post, among others. So with that in mind, we wanted to give a quick shout out to all of the guests we've had on the podcast over the last year, and a very quick and a very heartfelt thank you. And we appreciate everything that you've done, and we hope to maybe in the near future chat with you again on the podcast. So with that in mind, I also wanted to formally state that we're kind of on hiatus for the podcast for now. We're on hiatus from now until about January 9th will be our next recording. We'll be recording January 9th. We'll be skipping this week and next week because next week is New Year's. So on January 9th, we'll be... I'll get there. On January 9th, we will be recording our next episode of the podcast. So with just 7 days left in the year, there's just one more week within the year 2013. And obviously for some of us, 2013 has been a little bumpy. There have been things that could have gone better in the year 2013 in general. Without getting too much into it, just, widespread of things, you name it, it was probably in the news someplace with how the year 2013 has gone for quite a few people. But I just wanted to say that as we close out this year, one thing that I've taken away from years past, and I'm obviously it's been joked about on the podcast that I'm kind of the baby of the group, that I'm the youngest, but I also, I guess you could say I'm more, I don't want to say more aware, but I'm also kind of in tune to certain things. And one thing that I've started gathering growing up was you can kind of make the most out of a year in a single day. Even with 7 days left, some people tend to maybe kind of dip down in the doldrums in the last week of a year and then go into the next year like, oh, this will be a brand new year and we're going to get a new fresh start. My philosophy is make the most out of that last week, because one day can make your entire 365. If you make the most out of one day, let alone a week, but if you make the most out of that 1 week heading into 2014, you can start 2014 with all of that, full head of steam, that fresh momentum going into the year 2014, and you wouldn't have to worry about making it a quick start. You would just have to keep continuing the momentum from the last year and keep it going. So if there's something that, I personally hope that a lot of you guys can take away from this holiday message is that you can make the most out of if you can make the most out of one day, it'll make your entire year. So with that in mind, I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday Season, and a Happy New Year on behalf of the entire We Are Gamers crew. So with that said, you're obviously probably wondering, well, if there's no podcast, then where's there going to be more content? Well, I'm glad you asked, and even if you didn't ask, I'm going to answer it anyway. So the first thing we're going to probably do is we're going to have more articles coming out in the coming days. I know Justin has something planned for Thursday, December 26th, the day after Christmas. I'm not sure if I'm entitled to say what it is, but there will be an article coming up December 26th, so be on the lookout for that. Raiden also mentioned, if you were there for the DOA 5 Christmas Bash streams that we did with the Haus of Gamers crew, which, by the way, if you weren't there, shame on you. You're supposed to drop everything you were doing and join us. But all kidding aside, we understand if you couldn't make it for one reason or another. So we archived the streams, and those streams are now a part of our YouTube channel and on our Twitch TV channel. The appropriate links will be also in the description. But toward the end of the stream, Raiden mentioned that he was going to perhaps do more gaming videos, and one game he mentioned specifically was the Sleeping Dogs game. So I believe Raiden is intending to do Sleeping Dogs videos, so be on the lookout for that. And I am going to contribute a Let's Play series myself, finally throw my hat into the ring, as it were. A little background on that. If you were following our channel earlier on, you noticed that we were doing a Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires Let's Play, which Justin was handling. And during that play, Justin's save data unfortunately got corrupted. So as a result, the playthrough kind of just halted, and there's been no continuation of it since. So, with the recent announcement that Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends is coming to North America, and we will be getting the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita version of DW8 XL Complete Edition, that's 2 thumbs up for that one, then I decided that I was going to kind of continue the Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires playthrough. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as Justin's, mostly off of the Creator Warriors and maybe the different scenario, but I'm going to try my best to carry on the DW7 Empires playthrough. I know it's not DW8, but there's more you can do in a 7 Empires playthrough than an 8 playthrough that's not already been done before. I mean, an 8 playthrough, it's kind of, the story mode, there's the free mode, there's the grinding for the weapons, there's the ambition mode, and that's really it. In Empire's playthrough, you can, make up your own scenario, the Creator Warrior designs, and how you handle different situations as your Creator Warrior, or as a ruler, as an officer, strategist. So there are little things in 7 Empires that make it more prone for replayability for a Let's Play. So as a result of that, I'm going to be doing a DW7 Empires Let's Play. I hope to get that started in January, so be on the lookout for that in January. As I get closer to it, I'll be probably posting updates as to when to expect it up, or when to expect the first video of it up. I also intend to continue at least live tweeting my Pokemon Y playthrough. I remember I was tweeting that actively, and then things were happening in my own 2013. It was kind of ups and downs for the year 2013, but overall I can't complain. But it got a little busy, a little hectic, and my Pokemon Y play just kind of went down the drain. So I need to get back in on that, so I'll probably be trying to live tweet that once we get into the new year again. And I will be posting an article about the PlayStation 4. My brother recently got a PlayStation 4 on launch, and I was able to get enough time with it to get a feel for the system, the user interface, the functionality of the console, things of that nature, as well as a few launch titles that we picked up. And just going to talk a little bit about that in an article, what I liked, what I didn't like, and where I feel the PlayStation 4 sits in the future when it comes to the console, I guess you could say the console race, the console games. So with that in mind, again, thank you all for following our podcast, for watching us, for continually, supporting us, leaving your comments, chatting with us, socializing with us via our other feeds, our Twitter, our Facebook, our Tumblr, and things of that nature. So I just wanted to give you guys a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday Season, and a Happy New Year wish. to send you off into the new year. And, as I'm sitting here, I'm drinking, peppermint tea from Celestial Seasons, and this is to you guys, so cheers.